Look at this. Every guitar has a story. I know this one does. Look at this. What did you bring us?
I brought us a Guild Starfire.
And what year did you buy it?
I bought it in 1980 in Los Angeles, a little guitar store. And I was going to USC, starting a master's degree in guitar. And that was right when Larry Carlton and Lee Rittenauer were the top, the 335 guys. So all the students had a 335, a Gibson 330, or similar, and I didn't. So I had a cool Les Paul, and so I went to this guitar store and traded it and got this guitar because it was the best I could afford. But it turned out it's been my guitar all these years.
So all guitar players have a bunch of guitars, and what I've noticed is there's always a guitar where when they pick it up, it feels like you're home.
Right.
That's this guitar for you.
That's
all the
correct.
guitars you have, you pick this one up and you go, that's how a guitar's supposed to feel.
Exactly.
Okay, so does it have a name? Have you named this guitar?
I just call it Big Red.
Big Red. Okay, anything else you want to add to the story of Big Red?
Well, it's kind of meant to be with me. I lost it twice, and Rick Hewitt found it both times. I was playing at the Tuba years ago, and went out after the gig at like 1 a.m, put it on the sidewalk, walked around, got in the car, and went home. Get home, and
I've heard this story many times. Not from him, other guitar players.
So get home, look in the back seat. Thought, oh no! Of course, no cell phones. That was before cell phones.
Big Red's gone.
Yeah. So I called Rick Hewitt's house, and his wife answers. I said, when Rick gets home, have him call me. He calls me, oh, I've got your guitar. Luckily, he's a good guy. He gets in his car, looks in the rearview mirror, sees my guitar, and thinks it's a bum. So he gets out to help the guy. And there's my guitar sitting there. He said, oh, my God.
Okay, that's the first time. When was the second time you lost it?
Second time, I was playing a gig and left it in a parking lot. Went back in to play the gig and no guitar. And Rick happened to drive up, and there's my guitar sitting in the parking lot.
So Big Red is a Boomerang.
Exactly. Keeps coming back.
Okay, we're going to get our appraiser out here, the guitarcheologist. We're going to find out what Big Red is worth.
I'm here with Tom, and he's brought us probably a late 60s, early 70s Guild Starfire VI. This particular guitars were the top of the line Guild semi-hollow bodies in that generation. So what they feature is a gold-plated parts, which you'll see is a gold-plated Bigsby tailpiece. These are not the original pickups. These are Gibson pickups, but he has the original gold Guild pickups for it. Tune-o-matic type bridge. It's an ebony fretboard with these deluxe inlays. It's a little V-shaped inlays. These are mother of pearl and abalone inlays. On top here you have the Guild shield and a bound headstock, bound fretboard, multiple binding around the top and the back of the guitar. So in its day, this was the most expensive Guild semi-hollow body they made. So here we see the back of the Guild Starfire VI. You'll notice has a flame maple, which is the best grade of maple that they would use on their top-of-the-line guitars. You'll see the multiple binding, heel cap binding here. This is a mahogany or possibly walnut neck, hard to tell, but they did make them both ways. This guitar's had a slight headstock fracture at some point. It's been professionally repaired, and these are the original Grover tuning gears, which you also notice are gold. Tom actually traded a Les Paul Custom for this guitar in 1980. I don't know what kind of Les Paul Custom you traded for it. If it was an old one or a new one. I think you got the better of the deal at that time. I can tell you. As he has the original pickups that could be reinstalled to make the guitar back to original, and he does have the original case, I would appraise this guitar at approximately $2,500 in today's market.